Welcome to the channel. I gotta talk about this Ace Bailey situation. I know he done arrived in Utah, all smiles with the Utah Jazz gear on. That's for sure. You know, he showed his true colors on draft night. So a few days not gonna change your mind how you really feel. This guy, he has bad representation. The guy that's representing him, he looked like he just recently walked out of rehab center. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes no sense. You would think you would come out and speak on the behalf of your client. But no, you know, he wants to make a video where it looks like he don't even have any common sense. But hey, that's who this young man chose to represent him. We got to deal with it. But man, we knew this was going to be a messed up situation when this dude was refusing to work out with teams. When he told the 76ers, the Hornets, and the Jazz that he don't want to play for them. Man, I know this didn't happen before, but not like this here. This young man has to be humble. Like, you don't go about getting your way doing things like this, man. You got to fit in line. This is the NBA. It's a business. The Utah Jazz are at the bottom of the pack. Drafting great talent is a lifeline for them. They don't care how you feel. You were the best available player in their eyes. You going to fit in good with their guys, and that's all that matters to them. So they drafted him. He going into a situation with Danny Ainge and his son. Them boys stubborn. They like Pat Riley. They like to do things their way. If you don't fit in line, you're going to suffer across there. He got a bullseye on his back already. Even if he do get traded, you're not going to get traded to a spot you want to go. They'll have it to where they'll trade him and they'll send him to Toronto. A place where he got no chance of winning. You feel me? This young man has to learn, man. You can't just come out and demand where you want to go. Now, it's one thing if you're the number one pick. I give you a little more leeway in being able to do that. But if you ain't the number one pick, you ain't got no right. You ain't got no leverage to be saying where you want to go, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just not right. Now, this kid, he's talented. He can shoot the ball all over the court. But, man, it ain't just about your skill now in the NBA. Man, you got to have good attitude. You got to have the full package, man. Dude need to work on some things. But I'm looking forward to see how he do in Utah, though. But this whole situation was just messed up, you know? Now Ace Bailey walking into a situation where the organization, they drafted you, but they're going to be looking at you funny. Your teammates, they going to look at your side eye. You're going to have to earn their respect. They're going to let you have it. They're going to make you earn your spot. You feel you better than the team. Them boys on that team going to go at him. He going to have to show that he the alpha dog on the team, or he trying to become the alpha dog on the team. You know what I'm saying? What's crazy is I hear folks saying that he gonna be a bust just because he made one bad decision. That's crazy. Us as people, man, we too quick to label folks, man. It had some people saying this guy gonna be better than Cooper Flag, but now he done made one bad decision that folks don't like. Now he gonna be a bust. That shows you how things work in this world, man. Ace Bailey comes off as a player who wants things easy. He don't want to work for it. Privilege. You know what I'm saying? That's not the way to be. The smart thing to do would be to just ball out. Put all the noise behind you and show the world why you was a top pick in the NBA draft and why you got all that buzz behind you, man. You got Kevin Durant vouching for you and other players like that. You know what I'm saying? Ball out. And once your rookie contract up, don't resign. Then you get out of there. But by then, you're going to be shown your worth. And, maybe be able to back up the Brinks truck. You know what I'm saying? Playing for Danny Ainge, he can learn a lot. He just got to lock in, man, and accept coaching. Accept not being the number one, number two guy at times. Accept the role. This is a team sport and not just about you, man. Basketball is a team sport. How it's looking, though? Man, this dude gonna be a menace. Hated by the media in the whole world. Coming into the NBA with it being Ace versus the NBA, it's not a good look, man. It's not a good look at all. You got to focus, lock in, and prove to the people that support you, why, you are who you are. Ace Bailey didn't want to go to the Jazz, the Hornets, and the 76ers because he wanted to be the number one guy. Like, really? Man, you don't do that, man. That shows his lack of common sense, in my opinion, because why wouldn't you want to go play with the Hornets? LaMelo Ball gonna get you that rock. Brandon Miller crossed that nice. You and them two, that would be a nice big three. Why wouldn't you want to go to Philly? Playing with Maxey, playing with Embiid, with you, that forms a nice big three. Any one of them go down, you easily slide to the number 2 spot. But, the kid's not thinking. He said he wanted to go play in New Orleans with the Pelicans. You wasn't going to be the number 1, number 2 option across there. Zion Williamson would be the number 1 option. You got Jordan Poole across there, Murray when he get healthy. You wouldn't be the number 1 option. So I don't know what this kid's really thinking. What's his train of thought? But he's all over the place, man. The right thing to do would have been to just keep your mouth closed, and whatever team drafted you, man, be thankful, man, that you got the opportunity to play in the NBA, to be set for life, for your family to be set for life, man, and to do something that you love and make millions off of it, man, and have fun and enjoy. That's how he should have been looking at it, bro. If Ace Bailey was smart, he would look at the Utah Jazz team. Yeah, they young, they at the bottom of the barrel, but they got some talent on that team. You got marketing, you got Kessler, you got Collier, Keontae George, Cody Williams, Jordan Clarkson, Hendricks, Kenyon Martin Jr., the guy they drafted, Tanj. There's a lot of talent on this team, man. Sensabaugh, Oscar Tshiebwe. Like, man, if these guys could grow together, man, we could be looking at the Utah Jazz as a team on the come up. And he could be a main reason, a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think of Ace Bailey, man. And do you think he's going to get his head on right and become a good player in this league, man? I'll see y'all on the next one.